Hi, everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So, this guy had a question for us ladies. Take a look.
Why do women make a big deal out of it when you live with your mama? You know what I'm saying? Like, things have changed, man. I remember back in the day, a man can be on the bus and a woman would still love him. You know what I'm saying? I ride the bus and I live with my mama. You know what I'm saying? I help out with bills. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making that much. You know, I do the best with I can with my man. But why is it that women don't want to talk to a man that, you know what I'm saying, he's trying his best and because he don't have a car or he might still stay home with his mom? Why y'all making a big deal about that? You know what I'm saying? And then we get called dusties. We get called dusties, man. You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me I can't get no love because I stay with my mama and I don't have a car? You know, like what's wrong with riding the bus? At least I'm getting back and forth to where I need to go make my change. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best for me. I'm doing the best for me and my kids. And you know, I think maybe it's just these new age women. You know. So what if I don't have a car? So what if I still stay home with my mama? I mean, what's the big deal? It's family.
Well, for a little bit of context, okay? I went on this page to figure out, what this was all about. And I found a few interesting videos, okay? But I am going to insert one of those videos. Take a look.
Look, shout out to all the single moms out there that's taking care of their kids and doing their thing. But fellas, how can you talk to a woman with a busload of kids? I can see if she got one kid. One. But to take on a woman that's got a whole lot of kids, man, can you imagine what that bill look like when y'all go out to eat and you gotta feed all these kids and you walk up out that mother sucker broke? And the crazy part about some of these dudes that they'll have a kid to add on to the additional kids that's already there. Now y'all poor. Like, I get it. I understand people fall in love with each other and all that stuff, but it ain't that much love in the world for me to take on a basketball team. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a good job with that many kids and then add another kid to the additional other kids that's there. Man, that job don't mean nothing. That job, it looks like you working a regular 9 to 5. Oh my God. This the best part. What if you been talking to this chick for like 5 years? 5 years. And y'all break up, divorce or whatever. And now she mad and bitter and put you on child support for all them kids because you been taking care of them. Y'all gotta start using y'all head, man. This is no diss to the single mothers. I'm just trying to warn the fellas that, man, you gotta be smarter than that. Just because you like somebody don't mean you gotta take on the problems of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw God in there, because a lot of people will throw God in there to sucker you into doing that stuff. Don't do it. Check this out. I got 2 kids. The most kids I take from a woman that I'm meeting is 1. I can do 1. 2, that's a no-go. We gotta have some money around this mother sucker to survive. I'm not taking care of no basketball team. But hey, if y'all want that pressure, hey, I'm gonna give you full court advantage, mother sucker.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were coming for him in his comment section. And so he felt the need to, try to justify what he said. Although he said what he said, he's trying to make people understand that he has a car, he has his own place, he takes care of his kids and so on and so forth. But that is the question for the day. Why don't you date quote and unquote dusties? But he's talking down on single mothers with multiple children. Make it make sense. So some people responded to his video. I'm going to play some of the responses and I'm going to come back and talk some more. Please don't forget to subscribe and let's get into the video.
You know what I'm saying? He's trying his best, and because he don't have a car, or he might still stay home with his mom. Why y'all making a big deal about that? You know what I'm saying?
So because he asked, I'm going to answer his question. There are 2 types of men out there. There are the kind of men that actually prepare to be a boyfriend, a fiance, or a husband. These are the kind of men that are trying to get their degrees, trying to get raises and promotions, trying to get their certification, getting their diploma, getting their credit together, trying to get their own place. These are men that are trying to establish themselves so they can actually be a catch and an asset to whoever comes into their life. And there are also men who are waiting on the woman that you meet to come along and quote unquote build with. Why are you waiting on her to arrive for you to pick up up your hammer and nails. You already know before she gets here you need your own place. You already know you need your own transportation. You already know you need a better job. So what exactly do you want her to come in there and do? And the thing about it is, I'm sure he's met plenty of women who will give him a chance at the bus stop, on the bus. But the thing about it is, I believe that he thinks he's too good for those women. He wants the women who don't want him. And he's trying to make those women feel guilty about it, talking about, I remember when women used to love men who didn't have anything going for themselves. Then go find those women.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what women? Because there's plenty of women that don't give a fuck if you live with your mama. It's plenty of women that don't care if you ride the bus and don't have a license because that shit is suspended because of child support payments or not, right? You just never got a license. There are women that will fuck with you even if you only have 2 pair of pants and a couple of pair of shoes and holy socks, but y'all don't want them. Y'all don't like the way those women look. See, you're talking to women that you like, that are aesthetically pleasing to you, and I know you are, because there's too many women out here. Y'all tease them every tax season. You know, the big girl with the little scrawny dude behind her during tax season, and y'all be like, oh, you know tax season coming up. You know tax season coming up. Implying the only reason he's with her is for her money. Y'all tease the ones that will bankroll your whole fucking life. Y'all tease the ones that'll move you out your mama's house and take care of you. All you gotta do is love on them. Y'all don't want them.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Men that are down on their luck are mean as hell. Not only they're mean as hell, they're stingy and they're selfish and they're only out for themselves. They never benefit the woman. They become a burden.
of it when you live with your mama.
Okay, so a lot of mothers, a lot of siblings, friends, whatever, they pacify you, and they're not brutally honest with you, and instead they just help you. They just help you along the way, and they just hope that you eventually, find your way. And I'm not sure what the situation is with this. I'm not sure what happened with this situation or whatever, but I really believe it's kind of stemming from somebody enabling you, somebody not being honest with you about adulthood. I mean, you're obviously a grown man and you have children. I don't think your biggest priority should be dating women when you have responsibilities that you have to take control of. It's this shouldn't even be about why women don't want men without cars or house, stuff like that, because it's not true. I know plenty of women that have men that ain't got shit. They got men that ain't got no car, no job, no house, got kids and don't take care of. It's plenty of women that date men like that. Stupid, but they're out there. They date them. I'm not sure what the issue is with this situation, but the fact that you live with your mom and the fact that you have children, it says a lot. There's no shade to this situation, but at the same time, you have to step back and look at it. You gotta step back and look at it and take accountability for yourself, because you are a grown man with children under your mother's roof, which is not a big deal, to be honest with you. Because if my kids were on hard times and they needed a place to stay, my kids are always welcome to stay with me, no matter how grown they are. So there is absolutely no shade to you staying with your mother. I just feel like your priorities are off. I feel like because you're a man, that your family just kind of pacified you, because that happens a lot. Mothers love their sons to death and they don't want them to grow up. So they always leave their door open so, baby boy can come back home whenever he needs to, instead of holding you accountable for your adulthood. Meaning going to school or getting you a trade or making sure you're working and making good money, to take care of yourself. They're supposed to push independence, not pushing you out the door or anything like that, but push independence so you'll be able to take care of yourself, because I have grown children and I always push independence. I have grown daughters. My nephews aren't grown yet, but I have grown daughters and I push independence on them because I would never want them to be in a situation to where they're dependent on a man or they're dependent on somebody else to help them take care of their children. I mean, again, no disrespect, no shade, but I believe somebody dropped the ball somewhere because we as women, we don't get that pacifier. We automatically have to be independent. We automatically have to take care of us. It's not a lot of women, they can come back home with their children and stay with their mom. It's plenty of men that can, though. Plenty of men that can. It's always, some man that got a good mother that loves them to death that always let them come back. It's daughters that get to come back home, but we often get the short end of the stick. That's why I say that somebody dropped the ball somewhere with you, with holding you accountable for your adulthood. You can be held accountable for your adulthood and still receive help. It's one thing for you to be a single man and still live with your parents. That's one thing. But you're a single man with children. That puts you in a whole different category because you have mouths to feed, baby. Like, come on now. I would not be concerned about dating no motherfucking man and I am at home with my parents with my children. Unless this is, whatever we have set up for us. Unless this is what I want us to do. Living at home with my parents, with my children. But looking at this situation, I'm sure that's not what you want. It's probably what you can do or whatever, because you said you taking a bus, working, making a little change. Like all these text clues or whatever, context clues that you're giving, it reads, I need somebody to be with me so I can get out of my mama house. I need somebody to let me stay with them so I can get out of my mama house. I need somebody to help me take care of my children so I can get out of my mama house. I need somebody, to look past the fact that I don't make a lot of money at my job. I need somebody to, look at me for me or whatever and still help me out and not judge me. I mean, your plate runneth over, buddy. Your plate runneth over. Like, you have a lot of stuff against you. And I really feel like you should focus on getting yourself together.
Yeah, I think the last lady said it all, right? Your priorities are just not in the right place. You have children, you live with your mom is helping you raise your children, and still you want to have more children because that's what is going to happen. You're going to end up with another woman, you're going to get her pregnant, she's probably going to end up leaving you, and the cycle will still continue. So at this point in time, your priority should be, trying to find a better job, better yourself, get an education. I know he came on his page to, talk about how he has his own car, he has his own place, and so on and so forth. So I don't know if he was asking for a friend, if it was a hypothetical question, or if he was backtracking. I don't know what this is all about, right? But you asked the question, so we are going to answer the question. The reason why a lot of women won't date men who ride the bus is because if I am living at home with my mom, right? Why would I go into a relationship with somebody who is also living at home with their mom? Like, if I want to elevate, I want someone who is going to help me get somewhere. Because the blind cannot lead another blind person, all right? And like you said, you don't want a basketball team. right? You have a preference. You don't want basketball team. You don't want a woman who has multiple children, but you have multiple children. I don't know how many children you have, 2 or 3, even 1. You have a child, you have children, whatever it is. I'm not here to judge, okay? But if you're saying to other women that you don't want multiple children, don't you think that women who do not want men who drive the bus and stay with their moms also have preferences? Do you understand? They also prefer men who are doing well in life, men who can take them somewhere, men who can elevate their statuses, men who bring something into their life and add something valuable to their life. So I can say for a fact that it is all a matter of preference. Same way you don't like single moms with multiple children. Same way some women also don't like men who ride buses. But like the other lady said, there's a lot of women who like you, but maybe you don't like those women. So it is what it is at this point in time. But anyway, let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.